Look at Trayce Jackson Davis, man. Holy smokes. Oh yeah, I said holy smokes. What a game from Trayce, man. He played as good of a defense on Giannis as I've seen in a long time, especially one-on-one. And it was wonderful, right? It was a wonderful sight to see. And what was even better is that Steve Kerr said he needs to get more minutes and that he needs to be ready for the playoffs, which means the rotation will probably shorten without Kevin Looney, and he will continue to get those 15 to 20 minutes a night, which is great, which is awesome. And I really like the rotations from Steve overall today. Chris Paul had around 20 minutes. He had a really good floor game, 9 assists, 3 steals. And of course, confident in his shot, 2 of 5 from the 3-point line, and he is not afraid to shoot it, is always a good thing. You had 20 minutes for Moses Moody, who was 3 of 7, 6 points, 4 rebounds. But what was the most impressive thing has been his defense, the distance management, the quicker feet. He stays better in front of guys. He waits and uses his wingspan, which I'm pretty sure it's at 7'1" wingspan, which is fucking crazy, man. And he's still 21 years of age, and he was really great defending Dame Lillard tonight. And yeah, hopefully kept his spot in the rotation, which should pretty much look like Wiggins, Kuminga, Draymond, Podziemski, Steph, Clay, GP2, Chris Paul, Moody, and Trayce. With, of course, GP2 being somewhat a spot minute guy, even though he will obviously play pretty much in every game because he just makes stuff happen on the basketball court, right? Whether it's deflections, whether it's steals, whether it's defense, whether it's being a little big man, right? Getting to the rim and finishing around the rim with what I'm pretty sure Uncle Alchemy pointed out, a Zion-like touch around the basket. So that was fucking awesome, man. And it was a great bounce back, right? It was the perfect bounce back after that Celtics debacle where we got destroyed. We destroyed the team that is right behind them in the Eastern Conference, and that has been playing really well after the All-Star break by 35 points. And what I thought was even more impressive was the fact that we had this, I would say, one of the best halves of our season. We blew the lead to start the third quarter. There were some miscommunications defensively. Some of the shots didn't go in, and then we took it right back. And it was a lot thanks to Trayce Jackson Davis just being awesome. He had 3 blocks on Giannis. He had, how many points did he have in the third quarter? He had, where is he? 7 points, 3 blocks in the third quarter on Giannis. And the way he just runs the floor is unbelievable, man. And he brings something so different for his Warriors team, and he will continue to get minutes, hopefully. Even through the bad, which I, for example, would say was that Boston game from him. That was a really bad one from him. But overall, like I said, I thought that was the most impressive thing. The fact that we let it slip away back to 6, which honestly happens every damn time in this league. That's pretty much the common theme in all of these blowouts, even where you're up 20 and you let it go back to 6-10, and then you go back up by 20, 30 points. And we just did that. And the fourth quarter was easy. Kuminga was sensational. He was 9 of 14 on 20 points. He was really great defensively, besides that one misstep in the third quarter on Dame, where he doubled off of Dame, which was obviously a bad thing. 2 steals, 3 blocks. I felt like he also defended Giannis really well, and it felt like Giannis didn't want to go at him as much as he did on Draymond. It was also nice to see Andrew Wiggins back, who played 3 minutes, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Solid night from Wiggs, easing back into it with 13 minutes, and he wasn't needed that much more, of course, with how well Moses Moody played, how well Jonathan Kuminga played. GP2, of course, stepping in, and it was just a great win, man. It was one of the better wins of the season, and I would say the appropriate response after that Boston game: flush it down the toilet, as they say, and just go on. And if we keep playing like this, we should win 90%, 95% of the games we're playing the rest of the way, to be quite honest with you. We have a lot of winnable games, and I mean, they're pretty much all winnable, besides maybe there are some back-to-backs. And of course, we play the Mavs a lot, so that could be a loss. We still have the Lakers, I'm pretty sure, at least once or twice, probably twice still. So obviously, that will be tough to win both, but we certainly are capable of winning, I would say, every single match down the road. And it would be nice if we came away with just around one is probably too ambitious, but like 2 or 3 losses, maybe 4. to end the year, and that could get us out of the play-in, honestly. But what is it mostly all about, right? The pace, man. The pace has been fucking awesome, man. I don't know what the stats actually are. Let's look at the team stats and let's look at the pace we've been playing at over the last. I don't know how long Draymond has been, but let's go last 15 games. We go advanced numbers here, and our pace is 11th. It's faster than the Kings, for example, which I think is an interesting comparison right there. And on the season, wait, it's all last 15 games actually. It's not even that. Last 15 games, we're third. We're third in pace, and it clearly works for this squad, right? It unlocks Kuminga. It helps get easier buckets in transition. Helps on those mismatches defensively. Helps get Steph some of those chaotic threes, right, or chaotic shots that he loves to make and take. So that's awesome. And yeah, I overall liked what we did, even substitution wise. I still don't love Kuminga coming out, 5-6 minutes into the first quarter, but at least he plays essentially would play around 30 minutes a night if this wasn't a blowout. So that's what I wanted to see. That's what I pretty much got. I also liked that he put Trayce Jackson-Davis in there first. Yeah, he did give minutes to Looney. He wasn't that horrible overall, but defensively, you can just see it's bad, man. It's just bad for Loon. And I love Loon. I think Warriors fans, all the nations love Looney. But at the end of the day, man, it really feels like the injuries have just caught up to him, which is sad, but such is life, unfortunately. Which, as you saw today, Towns, torn meniscus, who knows what's going to happen with him. Ben Simmons out for the season with that back injury, which feels like might essentially end his career, right? So there's just injuries, unfortunately, man. It's just unfortunately part of life. And nothing we can do than be thankful for Looney, if we're being honest, right? Yeah, and Jonathan Kuminga, 2 threes tonight. Love that. Draymond was incredible in the fourth. He pretty much was heat checking from the 3-point line, right? So that was awesome to see. And he had 12, 6, and 6. Really good Draymond game. Even though I felt like Giannis really wanted to go at him. But he was just 8 of 15. It wasn't like ultra efficient Giannis. He had just 23 points in 32 minutes, which is pretty low for Giannis. And it was nice that Malik Beasley was, of course, called, and I felt like we contested overall just really well. The energy was there, the defensive effort was really there, the rotations were sharp, the switching was sharp, the contests were sharp, so everything clicked. And the pace, man, the pace, like I keep saying, is fucking awesome. And I also liked how Clay played tonight. 7 shots, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers. Really nice Clay game in 21 minutes. Just an overall really feel-good game from pretty much everyone on the floor. I'm pretty sure, like, maybe Bots a little bit, chases the rebounds a little too much and pounds the ball a little too much for sometimes. But at the end of the day, he just does so many things well that it doesn't matter, it feels like. Essentially, to carry, it doesn't matter because you can see him still getting the most minutes that are. Steph played 30 minutes, 29, 8, and 5. Really nice game from him. He once again got, obviously, Dame's number. And yeah, just like that, man. We've kind of erased that bad, just flush it down the toilet Celtics game. And now tonight, we play the Bulls, who just won in Utah. They've won like 2 or 3 straight games, so they've been playing really well, but they're on a back-to-back coming from Utah. And we blew a team out, so hopefully we can take care of business against them. And then we have 2 games against San Antonio, one at home, one in there. Vamp has been playing awesome, but those are games we have to win, right? These 3 games are a must-wins, and then we would be 36-28, which would be fucking awesome. And if we could end at 52-30, which would mean 2 losses the rest of the way, which is possible, or like 50-32, yeah, that's the word. That would be awesome, right? That would really work for us. 50-32 would be phenomenal, I would say, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. I'm really happy with what we've got tonight. Can't wait for the game against the Bulls. Just excited to watch the rest of the season go. And really encouraging comments, of course, from Kerr about Trayce's minutes, about Moody's minutes, shortening the rotations. It feels like everything's clicking the right way, besides that Boston game, which hopefully, when we look at it by the end of the regular season, it will be just an anomaly against one of the best teams in the league. Anyway, leave your thoughts below if you want. If you don't, that's also fine. Yeah, leave a like if you would. I would appreciate it actually. And as always, be kind, transparent to others. And tomorrow we're here with another breakdown or talk or shit. I don't know how to call it. Just vibing about the Warriors tomorrow against the Bulls. Hopefully, because we gotta win that shit, man. Anyway, I'll catch you all there tomorrow with the Bulls Warriors game.